I'm here today to talk to you about drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? Starting off with a little humor. Something happened that bothered me about a week ago. It was suggested to me that if someone is going to support a substance abuse program, that it be made clear that the donation was going toward prevention programs and not to support recovering addicts. I can see my friends ducking. I'm not getting violent. I'm coming to my center. As someone who has donated thousands of volunteer hours and thousands of dollars over the course of half my life, 25, I think, when I first heard about Bridge House, I'm just stunned. I'm stunned that there's still this stigma in 2020. I mean, when you make a donation to the American Cancer Society, do you say, now this is only for education and prevention? The people with cancer, forget about it. Of course you don't. It's ridiculous. Who would do that? It's the same thing. It's apples and apple. It's the same thing. I'm going to tell one story. And I'm going to start off by saying the story is not unique. I've got about 20 of them myself. And for the dozens of people I know that have been longtime supporters of Bridge House, probably have more than I do. It's about a young man I met in 2003. I forget his name. I think it was Sam. I was working for the Louisiana Philharmonic, and we would occasionally make concert tickets available to different human service agencies. You know, people would donate their tickets, subscribers that couldn't use them. And we would give them out, and Bridge House was a frequent recipient, and they always loved it. They always sent guys every time we offered, unless it had something going on in the house that night. But Saturdays were usually pretty quiet at the house, and so they would just, get a group of, however many tickets we had, 8, 12, whatever, and they'd just walk over, have coffee after, big coffee drinking population, by the way, and I always would make a point to go up and say hello to the guys that I knew, and that in this one particular night there was a group of about 6 of them, and I knew a few of them, and as I'm talking to them, I'm walking around with this one kid. I think his name was Sam. I'm not sure. We'll call him Sam. It was a short name. And he's sitting back and he's got his head down, got the, thumb in the mouth. You could tell he was new and he was at a low point in his life. But you learn, you just have to be positive when you're speaking with people at a low point. You can't, you don't want to bring them down anymore. So, instead of being like, what's wrong? I said, hey, Sam, I'm Dennis O'Hara, hold up my hand. Limpest, most, bloodless handshake I've ever got. I think he just sort of held his hand out and I kind of went, moved on. Fast forward about a year later, December of 2004, the orchestra did a holiday pops and we sold tables. And luckily for us, a company that had bought a table realized too late that they had booked a ballroom for their company Christmas party that night. And so they said, well, go ahead and give the table out to whoever. And so we called a few organizations, and Bridge House was one of them. And a few of the guys came, and I'm talking to them, and this young man walks up, and very tall, confident, carries himself, nice suit on, Santa tie, with a gorgeous young lady with cocktail dress, coming in. He's coming over to say hi to the guys, and then he stops me and he's like, Mr. O'Hara, hello. And like, oh my God, because I'm at work. Like, is this a major donor, the grandson of a major donor? Do I have to know this guy? And you remember me? I'm Sam. I was at a concert last year when I first went to the house, and I graduated back in September, and now I'm looking at it. I remember you. It was an entire transformation, and he'd met a nice young lady, and they had moved in together, and heard about the concert, and bought tickets, and he had a job. I mean, he was fabulous. And he says, you know what? He said, that night at the concert, I thought you were coming up to tell us that we had to leave because of how we were dressed. That's something that never happens. Bonus tip with this video: if the only reason you're not going to the symphony is because you think your wardrobe not nice enough, throw on some Levi's, throw on some capris. Just go. Don't not listen to beautiful music because of your wardrobe. Silly. Um, Anywho, and they bought tickets and had come that night and didn't know if he was going to see me or not, but he said he's glad he saw me, and it was incredible. And again, like I said, that is one story of many, and I don't even think of these until things get me going. And like how it's not obvious that we have to help recovering addicts. How that's not obvious, I don't get it. And so when you assist people in recovery, you're giving fathers back to their children, wives back to their husband. You're reuniting families. You're healing the community. There's your hashtag. You're healing the community. I might have to see if anybody else is using that, but if not, it's mine. Heal the community. And I want to do a little campaign around this too. I need my friends to come through for me and support recovering addicts and to let me know. And believe me, I know I'm right about this. I know. If you have a differing opinion, come and bring an army with you, and I'll sit on the other side by myself and I'll win. Because there's nothing better than seeing a person go from the lowest of the low to just achieving incredible things. So Bridge House has the Cochon Cotillion coming up April 4th, and I want to get them an extra $1,000, and I'm going to pledge 100 of my own, and I want my friends to do the rest, please. Just asking if you can. I've got 500 friends. If everybody gave like $20, we could hit $1,000 goal in no time. Even surpass it. I'll tell you this. I'll embarrass myself. If we reach $1,000 goal by Cochon Cotillion, I'll post a video of me singing Walk This Way by Aerosmith. Walk this way. I'll make myself a fool. You can laugh at me. It'll be fun. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get $1,000 for Bridge House. Again, if everybody donated just a little, it would be done. If a few donated a lot, it would be done. If you donate $100, I'll see to it that you get a ticket to Cochon Cotillion April 4th. It's a lot of fun. If you donate $150, you get to go to the patron party too. So here we go. Let's do. I'm going to call this the Heal the Community campaign, because that's what you're doing. No matter what else you might think of it, and prevention programs are very important. I'm not saying don't support prevention programs, but who has the most success with prevention programs? Recovering addicts. If you want to prevent the younger generation, you have to heal the community. Let's do it. Thank you and for indulging me, and thank you for helping out.